Hi there, Capricorn. This is your finally your sun, moon, rising mid-March reading. So it's not a tongue twister. I don't know why that just happened. Guys, I'm getting ready to travel, so it's a big time difference here. I'm going to New Zealand. So I'm going to do my best to keep up with my readings, but if you don't hear from me in a while, like that's where I'm at. All right, listen, Capricorn, let's see what's going on for you guys in the middle of the month when it comes to matters of love. I will post my moon readings though, guys. All right, so we have soulmate, friends, legal matters, and intuition. All right. Mystery. Yeah, I feel like it's a mystery. I'm kind of like, what is the mystery? I want to know. Yeah, I love stories, right? So I am a storyteller. So it's really important that I try to my best to tell you guys what I see as your story through the channeled messages and these cards as guides. Yeah, okay. So intuitively, I wonder if right now you are thinking about what this connection is. Maybe there's a couple things here. Maybe some of you are like, and I want to be clear here, friends can be soulmates, right? So maybe some of you are like, well, maybe we're just friends. Could we be more? I don't know, but Spirit wants you to try very hard, and I think you are, to listen to your intuition in this aspect. Some of you are spending time with friends and dealing with legal matters in a very studious Capricorn style, and I really do admire that. I am working on that myself. Here's a friends card. Listen, while you're doing the heavy work, the heavy material work, please do spend time with friends. I like that you are going within to try to figure out if the connection that's on your mind is a soulmate connection. What I want to ask you right now is, does it matter? Because if you have feelings for someone, if circumstances allow, if there's nothing sketchy going on, no triangulation, right? No false intentions, just authenticity, open, I wanted to say negotiations. I feel like that's this legal matters card, like creeping up. Open discussion, dialogue about what you guys both are looking for in a relationship, right? And there's congruence. I feel like I'm speaking your language. Congruence in that, right? If you can see eye to eye, does it matter what the label is? That's what I want to say. Okay, so that's just my personal, that wasn't necessarily spirit talking there. That was me. That was me saying, does it matter? All right, so spirit, how does Capricorn feel about the person on their minds at this time? Because we already think that you guys are trying to figure it out. I knew it. Yeah, you totally like, no, this is, I'm telling you, this is my soulmate. This is my soulmate. That's the soulmate card, the lovers. Guys, okay, yeah, maybe you're dealing with the Sagittarius. Temperance? Ooh, judgment. Yeah, you're really thinking about this heavily. Here's the thing, don't get bogged down. Don't get bogged down in what the labels are. All right, so with the judgment card, this could be someone from your past, absolutely. And this could be like, well, I can't get them off my mind. I'm trying to be very like balanced about my decision, what to do next. But yeah, maybe the reason I can't get them off their mind is because they are a soulmate. I don't know. I mean, maybe this is how you feel. I want to ask Spirit what they think. But you were like, I want to make the right decision. The Lover's card is indeed a choice, right? A choice that you must make, and you know it. And so you're trying to make a balanced decision. I admire that. I 100% admire that. And you're going within to try to figure that out. Your own inner judgment. So, all right, Spirit, let's just ask. Let's just ask, all right? Shall we, Capricorn? So, Capricorn, I don't know if I said, this is your sun, moon, and rising general reading, okay? So it's not going to apply for all of you. Not every sentence I speak will necessarily resonate. Maybe half. I don't know, like maybe 10%, maybe none, maybe a lot. All right. Okay. Yo, I like this as advice, Spirit. Okay. Of course I do. Because this is saying, Spirit is like, Capricorn is on the right track. You are trying your best to use your mind, right? To make this decision in a really, and I think you figured it out. If you're balanced about it, you will know. Because here you are, Spirit is like, they can be the King of Swords in this matter. As long as you make a choice, right, that is honest for you, good for you. Honest meaning honest, like you're communicating your needs, they're communicating their needs. If the needs are, you know, something that you guys both can agree upon being met, then go for it. But if one of you is left feeling rejected, isolated, like this guy Popeye here on this island all by himself, if any of that, like feeling of dejection, passivity, lack of fulfillment, boredom, if any of that enters the mix for either of you, it will not work. So the advice is to really choose this situation, so long as nobody is left feeling deserted, okay? And that really, it boils, all you can really do is satisfy your needs, right? And like ensure that you voice your side, okay? I don't know if this is a new person or someone you've already had a situation with. Spirit, can you show that really quickly? Is this a new person that Capricorn is meeting? Maybe not. Maybe not. I think that this is someone that you already know. Yeah, this is someone who you're seeing in a new light, from a new perspective. So the Hangman is saying that, well, actually, it's someone that Capricorn had to kind of take a beat on and like see in a new light, potentially a new light. So what happened was you didn't see things clearly. The moon was only showing you bits and pieces, right? There was a whole lot of mystery, like that other card in the Oracle deck. As there is, we can't see everything, right? When the moon is out, but when the sun comes out, most of us, those of us who have the gift of sight, like the ability to see, it is a gift as far as I feel. That sense, I love it. I love my sight. The sun comes out and lo and behold, we can see that little pebble on the road that we didn't see before. It was there the night before, we didn't know. So now you're like, no, I have clarity. I have clarity. That's what's happened here. You see this person as the Empress, someone who is nurturing, giving, loving. They don't chase. They're very secure. And yeah, maybe they're like a treasure to you. You treasure them. All right. So that's interesting. So the past was a different way of viewing that person, right? Now you're like, well, no, I see things now. Good for you. Okay. So Spirit, what is your advice for Capricorn here? Yeah, get out of your head. Get out of you gotta let go of, yeah, you're in your head a lot, huh? Yeah. So what Spirit is saying with these cards, so the Six of Swords is at the back of the deck. First of all, you indeed may actually, if you know, it doesn't have to be a girls trip, it just means friends trip, right? Six of Wands. Do something that kind of takes your mind off of this, right? In order to really like gain emotional clarity, right, and be that King of Swords, right, where you're totally balanced, you're not second guessing yourself, you are assured in your decision, you need to kind of let that environment in which you're in right now, whatever it is, might be triggering you somehow. You need to let that just kind of slide away so that you can focus on your decision here. Walk away from overthinking. Five of Swords and Eight of Cups. All right. You might be gaslighting yourself. You might be trying to talk yourself out of it. Our minds are powerful. And often that is a negative thing because our minds are very fixated on what has been, what patterns, the past. It's just like a replay, right? It's like, well, that last time this happened, so that's all I know. Wait, you're asking me to talk to you about what could be? I don't know. Your mind is trained on the past. It cannot necessarily predict the future, okay? But your soul, your intuition, you have an inner guidance system that is not just based on the past. You have an inner knowing. That inner voice is what will guide you to the right answer. And then the King of Swords within will be like, no, as long as I am really resolved here and maintain my balance, keep my wits about me, know what I want, know how I feel, that's all I can do. All you can do is keep your side of the street clean, okay? You're not in charge of the future necessarily of a relationship. What you are in charge of is your own future. So no matter what happens in this situation with this person who could be a potential soulmate, you will be okay. And you know that. All right. So, oh my God, I'm lecturing. Ace of Wands, man, your guides are very wordy. Ace of Wands is saying, go for it. But you got to let go of that other garbage that's in your mind right now. And in order to do that, take a break. Just take a break. Okay? So, Spirit, we've talked a lot, and I did that on purpose, about what Capricorn should do, how Capricorn feels. Let's talk a little bit about how the person on Capricorn's mind feels about them at this time. Let's see. How do they feel about you? Let's find out. Okay, well, tell me why. Oh, they know you're like, tell me the secrets card came out, Spirit. They're at a crossroads here. They are also thinking of the past. What happened between you guys? So something happened between you guys that you haven't told me about. You just, Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles. They felt left out in the cold. And they know that you're holding back. That's so interesting. This person knows you very well, I think. Now, they see you as somebody who is holding secrets. Secrets about what? They know that you're holding back from them. All right. Tell me more. What is the secrets card? What is it reflecting? Five of Pentacles. We have Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Two of Wands, the High Priestess and Secrets, Strength. That's what it is. I think they know. I think they know that you have emotional love for them. King of Cups. That's like the highest form of love. But the King of Cups doesn't talk about it much, right? Especially when I see the strength with the High Priestess, with the Five of Pentacles, with the Five of Swords. They know you're going through something. Maybe you guys haven't been talking through this situation because they're like, does Capricorn hate me? Because I think they think that you hate them. They have no idea how you feel, huh? But they know there are secrets. They're at a crossroads here. Two of Wands. They're like, should I stay or should I go? You know, I have love, but should I stay or should I go? Tell me more. What are their intentions towards Capricorn? What are their intentions towards Capricorn? Balancing things out. Yeah, they feel Four of Cups right now. It's like they want to walk away, right? But they're waiting for you. Three of Wands. I don't know if there are legal issues involved in their life. Didn't we see the legal? Yeah, we got legal matters. We got legal matters for you too, right? So is this something? This must be someone that you had some sort of, I don't know. I'm going to clarify that. Legal matter suspended maybe with this person. Maybe you specifically had a legal matter. Were you already in a marriage of some sort? Not sure. Their intentions though, okay, before I get totally sidetracked. Their intentions right now are to walk away from their feeling of rejection. So they are feeling, remember how I gave you a weird lecture about the Four of Cups, avoid the Four of Cups. Well, so they feel like the Four of Cups and they're tired of it. They're like, I gotta leave this behind. Eight of Cups. So they're gonna walk away from that feeling. Their intentions are, however, to try to listen to their intuition when making this decision. That Two of Wands came out earlier. We have the Two of Pentacles now. They're really weighing things out. What do I do? What do I do? How can I balance things out in my own life? Let me listen to my intuition. But right now they're waiting. They're like, I'm trying to move forward, but they're moving forward, excuse me. But they are looking back to see if you are coming. Are you going to join them or not? Are you going to come after them? I don't know. I think you might. It looks like it's your choice. You had the Lovers come out a few times. All right. So Spirit, what do you see happening between Capricorn and their person? Should Capricorn come towards their person and try to work things out? What do you see? The World, one cycle ending. Okay, so the cycle that's ending, if you do that, is this Four of Cups cycle. This cycle of rejection that might have played out between you guys is what's ending. And then you will be at this Two of Wands. This is Spirit saying, you guys, your fate has not been decided when it comes to this situation because you have A, free will, and B, anything can happen here. Two of Wands. It's all about choice. It's all about choice. So I want to see some more here. So I get the sense that you really do want your person back, or your person. Capricorn, let's see. What do you want? I really think that you love this person. The Two of Cups is back here. You feel sad. The Five of Swords, something that you already went through. You want clarity. You want a good, honest discussion and decision. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords with the Two of Cups. What does the person on your mind want from you, or in general, when it comes to love? A new beginning, the Fool, the Star. Okay, their wish come true. Judgment and the Devil. It's like everything looks good, and then I'm like, no. No. 10 of Cups. They want this connection, this family. They want a fresh start. Their wish, right? Their wish upon a star is a restart, possibly with you, right? But the Devil energy is telling me there's some sort of weird limiting belief, maybe. I don't get this as an attachment, but clarify the Devil. I didn't get toxicity. I didn't get any of that earlier, so whoa. Huh, 3 of Wands. Tell me more, Spirit. Clarify. Work-life balance. 2 of Pentacles came out earlier. So clarifying the Devil, we have, I'm not sure. Okay, sorry, I'm chuckling. I'm chuckling because there was heartbreak here. There was some sort of heartbreak, maybe third party. I don't know exactly what transpired between you guys, but something. They need that 5. Oh, the Devil. The Devil is the past. The Devil is really what happened with you guys in the past. And someone might have ghosted someone else. Someone might have lied to someone else, left someone out in the cold. I think they ultimately felt left out in the cold in the past. And maybe for some of you, I'm not sure, but one of you was heavily focused on work as opposed to life. So that whole work-life balance thing did not happen. There might have been some lies being told. I mean, the card itself here says work-life balance. This is the 2 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. Someone was really, really intent on their pentacles, you know? And so things felt really dismissive. I think there's this thing in the past where one of you had a bit of a shady past, in their opinion. Keep in mind, you don't have that energy. Like, you did not come out as feeling these things. This is within them. There's a heartbreak within them that they're trying to let go of and move forward without. Does that make sense? So, let me know in the comments, because it feels like whatever iteration your relationship had in the past, whether you were friends, whether you were together and then friends again, and I don't know, friends then together as more than friends and then friends again. Like, it seems like this is a very complicated reading. And I think it's because for some of you, there was a lack of balance. For some of you, there was a lack of reciprocity. For some of you, there was a lack of honesty. And I do think that you have worked on yourself, but the person that you're thinking about may not have worked on themselves. So, Spirit, what is the state of mind of the person that Capricorn is thinking about coming towards? They're ready for a new beginning. Okay. I mean, they're not doing much. They're the Hermit, but they're ready. They're ready for a new beginning. We got Page of Wands and the Fool. So this is someone that's like, I've been hiding in my cave for a while, and now I'm just like, what's next? I'm out. Let me get out into the world. That's how they're feeling. Now, the Fool is someone who's keeping it, that came out for them already. They're keeping things light right now. Page level. Non-committal is what I'm saying. What are their intentions towards Capricorn? Temperance. That's not bad. Not bad, okay? And the 8 of Wands. Action, communication. Temperance is good. Temperance is balance. I intend to stay neutral. They are Switzerland at this time. Now, and you kind of want that, right? You don't want past baggage. And I don't think they want past baggage either. Spirit, in terms of love, what is coming towards my Capricorns? Something is ending, but that's okay. A tower is the collapse of something that did not begin. You guys, listen, ultimately you will have clarity. Now, what I'm seeing is a conversation will ensue. I am not guaranteeing? Yeah, I'm not guaranteeing happily ever after kind of thing here. But what I do see is that one thing has to end, right? Whether it's within, right? Or just within your romantic life, right? This is the ending of how things used to be. Now, it could be that this Four of Cups feeling that like someone feeling left out in the cold, that's come out a few times. That feeling is ending. You have better things ahead. You're going to have cooperative relationships, Three of Pentacles, things that are, hey, functional things. And you like that, right? Things that are actually smooth sailing. You know, you keep building a ship together here, working together, cooperating with each other. In matters of love, that means cooperating with one another when it comes to what you guys are ultimately working towards. And honesty. Ace of Swords is Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it looks like there'll be some sort of investment in a relationship that is working towards building a future. So that's what's coming towards you, right? For the next few weeks. I got you some advice already. So we're going to get one more card here from the Healing Heart deck. What can Capricorn do in order to help assert themselves, really, as that King of Swords, right? Giving heart, develop self-love. Okay, so that is Spirit's final word here. Work on giving to yourself, okay? Give yourself that love that you wish to receive, because ultimately we are all responsible for what? For our own sense of feeling loved, being loved. I know a lot of people say happiness, but here's the thing. That brings about happiness. That brings about joy. All right. Okay. So Capricorn, I hope things are well. Listen, I do feel like there was some sort of past rejection within the situation. I don't know who rejected whom, who left someone feeling rejected and who was just fine. But whichever way it was, that is ending so that you can have relationships that are more collaborative. You will not feel that Four of Cups anymore. All right, good luck.